What just happened?
That sound. Where is that sound? That hurt.
Make sure you mute everybody in the chat.
No. Background chat beep. Fuck that.
Uh, there's a card.
There's always a card. It's like, it just exists.
It's right above Curtis's head.
You can click it and move it to the bottom.
You guys are going down the way, and Jaguasha has led you in viewing this town. It's pretty close to noon.
Damn it, cat.
The sun has started going down.
Just yeeted his ass.
Being an annoying piece of shit. When he reaches that point, he stops and says, there is your civilization. Now I must kill mine.
You can go your own way.
That happened.
Oh, I just the cough was actually just his reaction, and he leaves.
He goes to turn around, and before he does, he stops and he looks at the party. He puts his hand on
Quiet.
What the fuck?
It's quiet.
He puts his hand on Thor.
No.
He says, "Remember, you and your people are welcome back to mine."
Why did he pick me specifically?
You know why?
Oh, that's, yeah, I forgot. Okay, never mind. I embrace him.
Anyway.
What are we doing?
Going into town?
Yeah, that's the plan.
He's trying to
You guys
shoot
can
him
see town in the distance. It's got a castle on head.
Oh, now I see the picture that was put in chat. I didn't even look at it. What the fuck is that? Is it a... I don't like that. That's scary.
What's the name?
You got that song stuck in your head now? Somebody keeps humming it.
What?
You can go your own way.
Oh, it's me. I didn't even hear anybody play it. It's just in my head for some reason.
Oh, you heard me sing it.
Did I?
Yeah. Wow.
Apparently.
You know, people just, they've gotten so used to blocking me out that they just do it subconsciously. My job is done. I don't even have to try anymore.
Sorry. I think whenever you probably hummed it, I was still playing my other game.
I was just like,
So
you
I
can
was
go
focused.
your own way.
I didn't even hear it. I think.
Do it. I wonder if I could make my character sound like Palpatine.
Robot party. Oh, so that. Yeah. It's going like.
Like your actual webcam is
Well, Tyler's
just
robot right
breaking.
now.
Your Discord is breaking. Your webcam is breaking. It's
What
suck.
the fuck is this?
It's just it was sucking the life out of his computer.
Oh, he's gone. What happened?
His internet, the only thing slower than Justin.
Ryan.
What?
Good lord, dude.
Well, I
No,
saw
not-
that the name went outside the text box, so I just wanted to see what would happen.
Well, like, Curtis, click on Ryan and just drag so you can fucking read this.
It's,
God damn.
like a shitty drippy wet egg that cracked on the middle school president's windshield after football practice where he blew an ostrich for his next hit of practice where he wait a minute, what the hell? Oh, it's moving the actual text.
I was like, you having a stroke?
Well, yeah, it's like whenever, well, I have it where I clicked it, so it's just this big bar, but it's like whenever I push it against the edge of the screen, text just go
Yeah,
further
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
So I was just reading like multiple things at the same time.
Oh, it's just going down. It's just going straight down the middle of my screen. Like, it shows y'all's pictures at the top, and then under the name, or under your face, it has your name. Well, mine just runs all the way down the fucking screen.
Jesus Christ.
My screen is bisected with this wall of text.
I thought you was gonna say bisexual.
That too.
I
he's
identify as a
back.
non-binary screen.
Is he back?
I think.
He looks.
I like how that picture is just the perfect. I know that
it's just
picture.
It doesn't even look like him, really.
Yeah, he's got that
I don't
pencil
remember what
stash.
the picture looks like.
glad it just froze on that picture.
I know. God damn it.
Man, this town's sure far away. Smells not like you had 4 weeks.
My dick must be an impressive size. Because that's a pretty long text box.
Tyler. That brought his attention back.
Tyler, you good, bro?
Good.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello. God damn.
He's slow as fuck, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Blink twice if you need help.
He can hear you, Justin. You can't hear us.
I can hear you first.
Can you actually not hear him? Can you hear me? Can you hear
Oh,
you?
what's up? Yeah, I can hear you.
Tyler, talk to him real quick.
Hello.
Are you retarded?
Well, I'm glad you can read it at least.
Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get back to get find what the fuck I was doing. Okay. So they're watching it, says the thing, walks off now. Stitches looks up and he looks at you guys and he goes, Stitches, can you go too?
Well, Stitches, you're your own man now. You can make your own decisions.
If you want to come with us, we won't say no.
Stitches sounds painful.
Don't worry. If you live long enough, life is painful.
Go back to the arena. Sitting there. Stitches doesn't know his way back. Stitches will stay here for now.
Stitches. It's that way.
Well, that's just me.
But that's the way of the sky.
How's it going on?
You're gonna wake up with a tattoo.
Okay, so you guys are walking down the goddamn road. I'm watching
I said I gave him a hug.
Yeah.
Um, whenever you guys finally get to the guard shack outside of town, you see two bones standing at the front. Both of them with helmets, looking kind of
Did we already know the name of this town?
Are we
Okay.
supposed to be seeing anything, or are we still in this goblin area?
yeah, probably.
I was just making sure. I didn't know if you were just still done.
Go.
Oh,
You guys
I
are
like
to
them
town now.
pixels. There we go.
Much tricks.
oh God. The screen is tripping balls. Okay, there we go.
It probably doesn't like the HD too much.
So where are we at?
You guys aren't actually in town yet. You're walking up towards the guard shack right now.
Which side of the map, though?
You guys will be coming in from this direction.
I need to pull up my character sheet.
I didn't see where you said, so I'll just pretend like I know.
That's very bottom.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and move my chair.
Don't forget to heal your characters. Those are
Take down the max.
Can I heal myself?
You rested, so.
Is there a way to get rid of the fucking turn order thing?
Just double click it and it'll make it go smaller and then I just moved it very
Oh, wonderful. Because that was getting in my way pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, I could move it, but I don't have that much screen real estate. I'm working with a 15-inch screen here. Oh wait, I can move this to the fucking TV.
Alright. So,
You ain't gotta wait on me. It's take like a couple seconds.
what's our overall objective? We're looking for the people that pretty much sent us to the prison right now.
Well, right now, you guys are trying to get back to fucking civilization because
The void.
you've been keel hauled, fucked over, haven't had decent life for forever.
We need to go to a tavern
Yeah, we're hitting that tavern up ASAP.
right now. Yep. Alright.
Alright, so you guys are working the guard check.
Yeah.
Whenever you get up towards the shack, you see one of them is asleep, leaned up on the side of it, and one of them's just kind of sitting there twiddling around with a fucking stick. And he looks over and he slaps the other guard on the shoulder. Hey, hey, wake up! We got people coming. And he looks over and he says, "This is what's going to happen." And he stands at attention. Both of them look at you head on as you approach.
I don't know anything because I fell asleep last time, so I'm gonna be useless until a combat situation.
This is on you. We don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
And they're just walking up to them.
Well, I guess we just
Good day. How you be doing?
How you doing?
Welcome to Rivers Rock. I'll be needing to see your papers before you enter.
What paper?
Identification.
I am me. I am Thoro. You need no papers.
Jedi mind trick his ass.
He
So it's a-
presents you with a, I'm going to probably have to fuck this guy up kind of face.
Well,
And,
Ignore them. They're a little bit special.
We,
Where were we?
We got shipwrecked.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we just got out of a prison combat scenario.
I wouldn't say prison. That makes me a little suspicious.
No, whatever it
Again,
was.
guard, ignore him. He's actually got. He's a little bit touched in the head by his god.
This turtle brain.
My intelligence drops by 2. I have an intelligence of 8 now.
Hey, me too, man. What's
Let me see if I've got. Where can we go to get some new identification?
What? You don't even have your papers?
Well, our papers were lost on the boat that got crashed.
Actually, can we check ourselves? Do we have our papers? Do we have anything
No.
on us?
Doubt.
I'm from a whole nother continent. I know I don't have papers.
Well, you would have before you got stolen from pirates.
Well, I wouldn't because I was a hermit. I can turn into a plant.
Curtis would have had identification anytime that the prison was full.
I would have too, wouldn't I?
Well, yes.
Oh, I mean,
Alright.
I'm not a pirate though, I'm a sailor.
What if?
Oh, wait, yeah.
What's the name of...
What if I turn into a tumbleweed and roll past him?
it's probably just gonna
I'm
have
not
a...
gonna do that in front of him, but like, would that work?
Well, there aren't any tumbleweeds around here, so they would find that very suspicious.
What
You
the
would probably
fuck?
spend the next few days getting slapped with a stick while they push you around.
What's the name of the dude that... the name of the dude that was over the prison?
If you go over to the journal,
There was,
Rama?
Drex was the dude who was over the arena prior.
oh, hell, Mike.
He tried to fuck me in the ass several
That
times.
monkey man.
Well,
I'm gonna let me check and see, but I might. Let's see here.
Can I just ask, like, I have high persuasion. Is there any possible way we could go and get new identification paper?
I mean, I asked him that, but he didn't tell me anything.
I didn't hear you ask for that. Probably.
Oh.
Okay, he says, well, if you don't have any identification, you're going to have to get some. You'll need to go and you'll talk to the census office in the middle of town in front of that big church.
All right.
Appreciate the help.
Let's go to the census office then.
Yeah.
He eyeballs you guys up and down before you walk by and he says, now look, I'm letting you in on a good faith. You don't look like a bad kid. Some of that was my strip in behind you.
Out of stitches.
Stitches looks up at him and he's like, I mean no harm. I mean no harm.
We vouch for Stitches. He's a good friend.
to just show him some of the scars that got stitched up.
They're all like infected.
Yeah. He eyebrows up at the goblin and looks at you guys and says, if you cause any trouble, I'll be the one having your arse. Now before you go, you look like a
Yay.
types.
Sorry.
I was gonna take on this job myself, but I don't really have time seeing as I'm stuck out here for days on end.
I thought you were gonna make that arrow to me joke and I was about to come through this fucking
You're gonna get it. And he pulls out a wrinkled up, kind of tattered piece of paper, and he hands it off to Steve.
Alright, what's it say? You want me to read it?
It's just a flyer from the guild in town. There's a job posting for missing persons in town, specifically a job posting from one of the town's nobles that's daughter was noticed. He's pretty pissed about it. He's offering a large bounty gold, 500 gold.
Is he offering her hand in marriage as well?
But he's pretty pissed.
I can ignore it.
I said no.
Oh, I didn't do that.
How are you gonna cheat on Jake Washer, man?
I'm bisexual.
He says, like I said, I would have done it myself, but I'm kind of stuck here in back into Asperger.
Alright.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take a
I'll take the
poster
paper.
as well. Does he have another one? Alright, doesn't matter. We can just take it. That's fine.
Yeah, there's been a few disappearances in town, so you might want to watch your ass. So far, there haven't been any adults or children who are fucking cowards.
Can you
Nope. Good.
can you give us any information on the kids that have went missing? Whose families are they?
Nah, I haven't had the time to go talk to them, but you may talk to some of the other guards in town about the investigation.
Alright.
Watch it be all noble kids.
Watch it be the priest abducting them to touch them.
Wouldn't surprise me. It seems to be a common thing among priests. Ain't wrong.
Alright, so I'm going to the consensus office.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Is it this one right here? Oh, I thought that was the church.
This is the church.
I see it. Let's scroll down.
Okay, before you guys make your way all the way across town, as you guys,
I'm taking my headset with me. You can talk.
as you guys are making your way up,
Well, we can't see it, so we can't see the grid.
Yeah.
but whenever you're still snapping around,
Happy Nussman.
Dad, did you forget about your green apple red?
Hey. Oh, this is cool. You can arrow key your character around.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay, actually.
Yeah, you can totally arrow key around. That's kind of neat.
That makes life easier.
Yeah, actually, I wonder if I use the distance marker thing. Can I have distance and on the mouse and then just arrow key to move?
No, because you deselect your character when you click the distance button, unless there's some other advanced shortcut you can use.
Decent.
Oh well.
as you guys are moseying along, you pass the bar here. I'm seeing a paper that you were missing from that I had on here. But as you're passing by this whole brown building here, it's not big.
Oh, the little in between the two blue ones.
You hear a combination of cursing, belching, and hammer swings down on an animal,
Oh, it's a blaster.
and the sound of fire roaring.
It's a blaster.
Beautiful.
You look over to that direction, you feel the sound is absolutely accurate. But when you look over, you see two smokestacks, two torches, but you don't see a wax delivery. You see your hammer banging away on it.
Go investigate.
Whenever you start walking up closer, you look over a table where the sound is coming from. You see it form. And he's got an anvil down below, well roomed out. It's very intricate. And he's got the anvil on fire while he's hammering a sword out. And all you hear is scream and just barely, like just barely pull out what he's actually saying in a very big, drunk Scottish accent. It's just something that And whenever he belches, he breathes fire on his
A fellow
dear.
countryman.
Oh dear. I can't turn into a plant around him.
I just assume it's all the whiskey on his breath.
So-
The alcohol is vaporizing.
He's trying.
Can I turn into a marijuana plant?
I've already been over this. Marijuana doesn't exist on this place.
You don't know that.
I created a world that
He's
Ah.
the maker of the world.
Ah. I'd agree.
Shut down.
Shut up. It exists if I want it to exist.
So you got the dwarf there and he's hammering.
And he's trying to.
He's straightening a sword.
I want to give him inspiration.
You're gonna give him inspiration.
I'm gonna give him inspiration.
It's gonna burn the town down.
I'm just gonna start strongly encouraging him.
All right. Roll the dice
Totally
for
hit
it.
it hard.
What the?
Well, that
I
is
turned off that sound.
Oh, I heard it
very
that time.
annoying sound.
If you go in, if you have chat open.
Oh shit. What now?
What happened?
It sounds like a. I can't say it.
I just didn't hear what he said. Uh oh.
So you give him an inspiration bonus for as he's hammering away, and you hear that
He's gone.
Oh, Tyler's gone again.
What were you gonna say he sounded like, Curtis?
No.
What?
He sounded like a kid with Down syndrome.
You're cutting out too.
For the best.
I know.
For the best.
I'm letting him know he's cutting out too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Man, that pop of the dice rolling sounds like my pussy.
Rolling in the deep.
staring at. Why is your name just Buds?
Leave me alone.
They can exist if she wants. I'm kidding.
Hatshepsut's iron talking balls.
You should have seen it earlier.
Yeah, you missed.
Oh
that.
no, I read that whole spiel. Right up here. Oh, and I want you to, since we're stuck here for a second, I got something on my mind. I'm just gonna point it out. Fucking, what were they called? Fucking Gilgamesh and all them. What were their people?
The Sumerians?
Sumerian. In Sumerian mythology, the god that actually came down and brought order to the planet decided that fish needed to exist, and in order to bring fish into existence, literally stood next to the water and jacked off, and it became fish.
Okay, Justin, I'm gonna stop you right here.
Yeah.
Japanese creation myth, all of the creatures of the world came out of the harvest god's asshole. Like, they just straight goat seed at the edge of the world and all the animals came out.
You're not allowed to say anything else, Justin. You've been shut down. Just accept your fate. You've been outplayed.
My hat is a boot.
My head is a boot.
What?
Behold the power of Vermin Supreme,
God.
the one true presidential candidate.
Kanye?
I would vote for Jimmy McMillan because the rent's too damn high.
I can't believe they went up on it again.
That man's chin is a balls.
Is Uzball.
Is a balls. Yes. Do you know who I'm talking about, Curtis?
Who is it?
Too damn high.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
As a karate expert, I will not talk bad about my opponents. Oh, is he back?
Hello?
That fucking
Look at that
picture.
face. Oh, he's back.
Brother!
Hey, buddy.
Is he back?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I'm expecting you caught all that about the drunken Scott dwarf.
Yes.
Okay.
Breathing fire. Can't straighten the sword out. He's angry.
Okay. Alright, so you
Fired
gave
him.
him you gave him inspiration, and you hear the tinking stop. He lifts the sword up in the air. It's still on fire. He eyes it left and right, and he drops it into a water bucket. And he says, "About damn time." And he looks over at you and says, "Thank you, lad.
Of
What can I
course.
do for you?"
I just thought you might need some help. You seem like you were having a hard time with it.
She is trying to give me a hard time.
Am I right, brother?
Ha ha ha, no.
So you're a single man.
Okay. You alright over there, Tyler?
Just Saturday's pissing me off.
Gotcha. He says, "You guys look like the adventuring types.
Heard that a lot recently.
Well, you're kind of ragtag. None of you really look the same. And you're definitely not wearing clothes in the middle of town. You're wearing armor, which tells me you're an adventurer. Or paranoid.
Paranoid.
I'm not going to say anything. My character's actually paranoid, but
You're half right.
He says, "Well, I got a job for you, and I'm not expecting it done anytime soon. I've asked like 100 people, and not a damn person has been able to bring it back.
what do you need?
It's something you may find whenever you find yourself in the deepest places of the earth. If the jobs ever bring you there, I want you to go down and try to find me some coal. Not just any coal, though." And he motions over to his two forges. You see one is completely lit up. It's on fire, doing its smoking thing. And the other one, which is absolutely just garnished in runes and markings, gold. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful forge. He says, "That one over there hadn't been lit in years. Since I was a wee babe. She's a little bit picky about what you stick in her. As all
Sorry.
good lasses are. Problem
So
is
what-
that the coal that you need to make this lady jiggle and really get hot in the tits is in some kind of dangerous place."
So what makes this coal special?
It never goes out.
Well, then why don't you have coal in it currently?
There is coal in it. He looks down on the inside and he pulls out a piece. So
Well, if it never goes out, then why is it not working?
Because the problem is that it's temperamental. The coal doesn't go out. The forge does.
It doesn't like that piece of coal anymore?
No, it wants all of it. And damn you if you tried to take it away. Trust me, I've tried that.
Why the fuck do you need coal? I don't know.
The problem with this is that the forge wants more. It always wants more. It's where it draws its power and it needs more of it. If any of you strange people, I think, and turtle, could bring me back one of these coals, I would be indebted to you. I will make you a weapon that you have never seen.
Deal.
We'll keep an eye out for a fellow brother.
Now,
Half brother.
these coals can only be found in very deep places, and mine specifically that I'm looking for are typically under volcanoes. Come across that, you bring it back to me. I will make you a legendary piece of equipment.
It's a
But
deal.
in the meantime, don't let anybody fool you. I'm the best goddamn blacksmith in town. You need anything made, you come to me.
What be your name?
What?
What?
What's your name?
Yeah, for some reason we can't hear you.
What's
I can
the
see your
name of the
mouth.
blacksmith?
Oh. Let's see here. Here he is. He puts out his big dwarven hand and says, "The name's Kerrigan. Kerrigan Smith."
Of course it is.
Lame.
He looks at you and gives you the finger.
No, that wasn't for the character. That was for you.
Hey, he's named after his job.
They call me Claps.
You could have done better than that.
That's just what it is. Plus, it's a name from the region.
Should have been Kerrigan Forge.
Jesus Christ.
Bunch of critics. All right.
Alright.
Onward and forward.
Well,
He bids you good day and he turns around and goes back to forging more weapons.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna proceed onward with trying to get me some identification.
Yeah.
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 Alright.
The
You
fuck?
got 3, go up to there. Alright, inside the census office, it's a pretty straightforward system. They get you inside, they get your information. Are any of you giving them false names?
I am.
Alright, what do you have in your name be?
I'm gonna tell them my name is
Kerrigan Forge.
Ethan Calamaris, named after the karate instructor that works out of our garage.
Well, you might want to write that down because it's going to be forever on your character as long as you're running around. And if someone asks you for
Well,
your name,
the reason I'm using a false name is because I don't want Dude Bro to realize I'm alive.
I got you.
So as soon as he's dealt with, I can change my name back. But yeah. I'll just change my fucking name up top to it. That'll be easier.
I think mine.
I have no reason to put a fake one because dude didn't even know my name, so.
Mine's just gonna be Claps. Just all the letters are spaced out between first and last name.
C-A-P-S.
In Comic Sans.
Yes.
Bold, Comic Sans.
Cal.
Bold, italicized, underlined Comic Sans.
My Claps Hancock, if you will. Well, we're definitely going to have to do a round of the drinking game to see who passes out first.
Curtis is breaking up so bad I can't even understand him.
You're pretty
Yeah.
quiet, Curtis.
Alright, what about now? It's so quiet.
Say something.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Yeah, I can't either.
Before it was like your microphone was too far away, but I'm not sure if that was the issue or not.
Yeah, it's like you could hear one word at a time, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
It would skip like one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everyone's got their new identification then?
I'm just gonna go by my character's name.
It is what am I trying to say? Is this something that's in our inventory, or just something like, hey, you have your identification papers?
Yeah, you're gonna have it in your inventory.
Alright, what about that?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Wonderful. Okay, it's added now. I'd like to look around and see if I can find whatever, I guess, a nearby guard.
Okay. There will be one outside the office.
Wonderful. I'm gonna show him the paper that the other guard had given us, and was like, "Hey, find these peeps, or figure out what's going on, or whatever." And I'm gonna ask if he has any information.
That paper was pointing us to the adventurers room.
Oh, well, never mind then.
No,
You
it
could-
was the
Oh.
flyer.
Oh, it was the fire. Okay, my bad.
It's detailing the guy whose child's missing, and it's one of the nobles in town. That would be Maurice.
I would like to find that guy and have a chat. I guess that would be my goal.
Yeah, going with him.
Are you guys going to stop by the tavern first, or wait?
Tavern.
Probably go there first.
Here's your tavern right here.
Hanging again. I'm gonna go with you.
I might see if I can use some of my mercenary contacts to see if they know anything about the disappearances of the children. If there's like, since I took the mercenary veteran, I know of local mercenary hangouts. You might ask around there to see if they know anything.
Settle in the turkey guild.
Maybe ask where some volcanoes are.
Trying to think what I want to do here.
That would mean going back to my continent, wouldn't it?
I mean, it's not the only volcano.
It's the
Definitely have
most
the
likely.
plethora. Alright, you guys arrive at the tavern. Alright. Once you're inside the tavern, it's
course.
Sorry.
And back behind the counter, you see a huge motherfucker with a okay, huge ass dude, neatly parted hair, twirled mustache, big
Oh.
friendly beard.
He's like, I was gonna say he's like the dude from Street Fighter, Doobly.
Yeah, but not bald. Just, oh wait, no, Street Fighter. Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah, imagine that. And he's in some overalls.
What I thought of was was it Full Metal Alchemist?
He's kind of like that, but imagine hair, not just brown hair. Okay, so he's sitting over there and he's kind of directing people, doing his thing, sitting behind the counter, making drinks and washing cups.
Go up to the barkeep.
Okay. Whenever you approach the barkeep, he says, well, I don't think I've got any stools made for your kind, son.
The whole floor won't be enough to keep me up or down.
And he slides a cup over to you.
Question: what form am I in?
You're still in the form of the fucking
Pirate.
guy on the boat.
I change.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that in front of a lot of people.
Go find a bathroom.
Do the people in my party know that I'm a changeling?
No, we don't.
No.
Will it be bad if they find out?
Maybe. Depends on how they feel about changelings.
It'll be surprising, at least.
Changelings are known in this setting to be tricksters that come in, take the form of somebody to steal their wealth, and you usually find the original person dead together somewhere a few days later after they've already robbed them all.
I'm paranoid as fuck. I will not react well.
About that. About that.
Yeah.
He's not in the gutter.
Is he in the ocean, though?
Just the bottom.
Maybe.
That was a good one. I'm gonna walk up to the barkeep and flip a gold coin towards him. Ask for a glass.
Typical.
He catches it, rolls it around in his large fingers.
It's like,
Oh, does he do the finger roll thing?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I
He
pull.
slams it back down on the table with one finger and he flicks it back at you and he hands you a cup and says, "First one's free today. I'm having a good day."
Thank you. Guzzle it down and give the coin back and ask for another.
He says, "I think we're gonna be friends," and he slams down another cup.
Can I go dance?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go dance.
All right. You go and you join the revelers dancing in front of the bar.
I want to go and. Oh, go ahead.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna offer Stitches a drink of my glass.
What am I rolling for that?
D20 plus performance check. Stitches reaches up to grab your cup. He takes a small drink out of it before he does it taste like this?
I got an 18 plus 3.
Oh,
Okay, you dance your fucking socks off to the platform.
Yay.
You get 3 gold coins.
Alright, so I'm going to
If I
talk.
was a girl, I would have gotten more.
I'm gonna ask the barkeep if he knows any secrets or any other
Yeah,
information.
that's what I was going to do. Say, friend, you have eyes and ears
Yeah.
in this place. Do you have any
A little
information?
bigger than other ones.
Is that the only thing that's bigger?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, you can ask my wife. She's the third. The other two dead. They couldn't handle the snake.
I'm
Ah!
sorry.
Lord.
What a hero.
I shake this man's hand.
It's roughly 3 times
Misha,
the size
get
of
down.
yours whenever he shakes your hand back. He's just a huge motherfucker.
He's got to have huge hands to handle that huge snake.
So what can you tell us?
Burger King's baby hands that thing.
So what can you tell us
Have
about
these
these
tiny hands.
these missing children?
So you're asking about the missing children?
Yeah, we'll start there.
He says, devastating that. The people in town are getting a little crazy. Some of them have even stopped sending their children to school. The only thing I can really tell you, it's all happening in the same school.
And where is that school at?
It's actually just right beside the tavern here. It's the
Of course it
third.
is.
It's the third building down.
So, like this one?
It's
Oh, okay.
this large one.
Yeah, okay. How peculiar.
Can I see if anyone looks out of place in the tavern? Like if someone looks like they're not from around here besides us?
As you scan the room, there's a lot of people. Like it's a real big crowd this time of day. You scan the room. You see the bard. He looks like he's not quite from around here. He might be a traveling bard. You see your usual skulking bad boys off in the corner of the room.
Where's
Facial
Frodo?
scars and whatnot. But you don't see anything too out of place.
Can I go and I want to go ask the bard if he's been to a lot of places around here.
The bard kind of ignores you as he plays music.
I flipped a
Really?
coin towards him and said, how about now?
He finishes up his song before he talks to you, but he does give you a nod. He
Yeah.
kind of mouths later at you.
Gotcha.
Oh. So
While he's performing, I'm gonna go up there and perform with him using my war horn as a improv saxophone.
Alright. So you're going to approach a bard mid-song and try to battle the bands with
Correct.
a war horn.
Correct.
I'm down.
go, 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 go,
Alright.
go, go,
Like
go.
Like an epic rap battle
Go.
in history, but fucking epic bard battle in
Pretty
history.
good. That's a 18 plus 7.
Holy shit.
Alright.
You thrash him. Like you doing some devil went down to Georgia shit to his hot cross buns right now. So you jam out on your war horn somehow. Some crazy saxophone shit.
I use it in a manner where I just get a whole bunch of crazy vibratos and shit to make different
This-
notes.
This is where you play Gandalf sax.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We need to change the background music.
I think it goes perfectly with this.
But yeah, you do that. The crowd goes wild. You make some tips. You end up getting a total of about 5 gold coins instead of people shooting shit at you. The bard looks kind of
Angry, I imagine. Yeah.
because you didn't just steal his thunder. You raped his
Stole his
raped
coin.
thunder.
I'll give him 3 of those coins.
Yeah.
for being a good sport and just for letting me show him how it's done.
God.
Thanks for letting me meme on you, dog.
He waves at his little troop of people to continue playing music, and he goes and he sits down at his personal table.
Can I go ask the bard if he knows the song Secret Tunnel?
Anyways, so yeah, he's waved you over. He's ready to talk to you.
Alright. I was gonna ask if he's familiar.
Someone knocking on my door.
Does he do a lot of traveling around here?
Oh.
Or do you travel a lot around here? Performing songs and stuff?
He says, "I travel all over Farrenmore, except to the north. I don't like those bunch."
Have you seen any deep canyons where we might find a certain special coal for a forge?
He looks left and right, looks you, he squints, and he says, "Are you lost, man? I'm a traveling performer. Why would I be going near any deep canyons? That sounds dangerous. I'm trying to make money, not broken limbs."
That's fair.
Not the adventurous type, I see.
Who the fuck is knocking?
Somebody's knocking on the door 2 doors down from mine.
Like towards us?
Yes.
Why?
Alright.
That's. I thought they were knocking on my door because they're knocking so loud.
And like, they don't have to do that if they're not answering. They ain't answering that fucking door.
Can you give me some information about this so-called school? What goes on around there?
He says, "Well, I haven't heard a whole lot about that, but that is some rough stuff there. If I had a kid, I wouldn't want to come out this is."
This is meta. Would it be possible for me to start a tavern brawl without cause being thrown to me?
You'd have to do it in a very stealthy way.
I mean, let me ponder that. Okay.
But why though?
I could. Never mind.
And he's probably trying to get Jacked Man over here to fucking throw some people across the room.
Yes, sir. That's also like one of my personality feats is I love good tavern brawls.
The last tavern brawl I was a part of in D&D, Justin.
You want to try? We can try the
Yeah, I did.
the drinking game. We get drunk enough that we can just have a fucking tavern brawl. That's standard.
I mean, I'm down. I don't care.
I don't want to be part of a brawl.
You look like you couldn't hold a bucket full of piss.
I don't even like being in a pub.
Yeah, you're very antisocial. It's surprising that you're in here and that you danced at that.
Well, I'm not social, but I also don't know social etiquette. So I do basically what the fuck I want.
Okay, I got you.
Well, I guess we can go see Maurice, or we could go check out the school.
I think I'd like to talk to the guy first just to see.
Learn about the kid and
Yeah.
anything special about him.
That, and I also want to check out the parent themselves just to see if there's anything funny like in their house or anything that would make that kid a target.
Maybe.
Him being noble is probably enough to be a target.
Yeah.
Where was Maurice at?
Maurice.
Also, just want to determine if this guy's a dick.
He has one.
Evidently. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head over there and talk to that dude. Where'd you say it was?
You're gonna go talk to Murray?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was.
Maurice.
Sorry.
I thought it was Maurice too.
Just 1 second, I'm almost done with this.
Probably need to stock up on supplies as well.
I'm
If we
gonna
have to
give
go
the
to-
barkeep a hearty goodbye before we leave the tavern and thank him for his service.
I'll tip my eye patch.
Did we know his name?
Who?
The barkeep.
Deeply.
Oh, you can ask him. Whenever you ask him, he says his name is right here, Johnny Walsh.
Oh no, a song's in my head now that you said that. Good lord.
Okay, I've got your quest logs stuck up here too. Figure that'd be convenient.
Okay.
Quest log?
You go to your journal. He's got.
Hey!
Mine
Nice.
disappeared, actually. I don't know how to get back. Like, my whole box disappeared.
No, it's still there for me.
Oh, that's not how I very care.
Babe, you got Johnny Tar stuck in my head. Oh my god.
What'd you say, Tyler?
That's just not how I was envisioning Kerrigan being spelled. I was spelling it something different.
It's actually I may have fucking misspelled it all up.
It looks good. That's
I
not
mean-
what I was thinking.
Usually it's spelled Kerrigan.
Where the fuck did I spell it at?
It's in the Magic Coal Quest.
Okay.
Top.
Oh. Edit.
Like, Kerrigan's usually just Kerrigan.
Well, this is the proper spelling from.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's why it looks weird to me.
Had to fix my thing so I could actually see it again.
I'm just gonna call him Carrie.
All right. So you
I
guys.
think we're losing Tyler again. Oh, no, he's back.
I lost everybody. I just had to reconnect.
Okay. The place you're looking for is all the way over here.
Where is that again?
There?
Um,
Oh, it's way up there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was zoomed super far out, so I couldn't see it.
Cool. Well, I'm just gonna head that way. Stop us, I guess, if something happens.
whenever you guys are passing by the church,
Oh.
you guys notice something as you're passing by, just something as you see criers standing out front side of the wall there, and a little bit out to the outside of it. They're all telling people to praise the Pantheon. Better days will come. Sinners will be burned to ash, and those will be given power. They're kind of dinging bells, holding up scrolls on maps, and all kinds of, the typical shit.
Where are they gonna
Just change it, Justin, in your settings.
This thing. Just look at it. He's turning Curtis's voice.
I'm saying you can change it to where you only get video from him instead of voice and video. Go over here, go to your My Settings at the top right. And then scroll all the way down to where you see like chat avatars and stuff. And at the bottom, it's got I want to broadcast to other video or video and voice, and I want to receive from others video and voice only or video only. There you go. Now click reconnect.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So, yeah, you see that man walking up ahead, and behind him, you see 3 women. One of them is, like, robed in all white, her hair completely blonde, her skin as pale white, to the point to where she almost looks like a pearl. Another one, black hair, black robes. She's got a fucking crow on her shoulder, looking a little dark and mysterious, walking along, but she's smiling and talking with the rest of them. She's not looking gloomy. And the other one, let's see here. The other one, not wearing a robe, is in full armor, like full plate armor, has a large greatsword strapped across her back, and she's standing tall and straight and doesn't even look away from the direction that she's walking.
Why am I getting vibes?
No. The 4 of them walk into the large church. People seem to be parting for them as they come through. And that's about all you notice there. So, just something to note.
Can I go and spectate? See if I can overhear what's going on? If there's any conversation going on or anything?
They were just talking amongst themselves, and it's just a large crowded area, so...
I meant, like, well, if they were partying, if they were special, or... They seem people of prominence.
Oh yeah, they definitely weren't dressed like common rabble.
And I was going to see if they were going to the church and or they were going to talk to anybody. Or, I don't know.
I don't know.
They, if you follow behind them, you see them walk into the church and immediately cut into a door that you can see some stairs behind, and then they just kind of disappear.
This is when my tumbleweed would be useful. At some point,
The-
I'm gonna use
the
this
f-
fucking tumbleweed.
The fastest tumbleweed in the West.
Marley, your big mistake was not being able to turn into a tire.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. She's not going to gain telepathic powers and the ability to blow people's heads up.
Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. I will be rubber if I want to be.
You don't want to be. That movie sucked.
It was pretty bad.
Only except for the people he killed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on past this.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if they're important, we'll learn their significance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
just
think
as
she's
something
dragging.
that you'll see in passing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, remind me real quick what language Sylvan is.
Sylvan is the Fey. As you guys pass up into this next area here, you guys are walking across these here path. You make your way into this little courtyard. The large red building is pretty prominent. It is the guild. If you guys are wanting to check that out afterwards. The guild is pretty much the, well, Curtis is a part of the guild, so that's helpful. But it's pretty much a mercenary band, but completely legal. They don't accept any jobs that are shady.
Okay, cool.
Definitely want to go there after this.
Yeah.
But and you guys make your way up to the Murrays on this side of town.
Wow.
Okay, as you approach, this building is immaculate in comparison to some of the other buildings in the area. You can tell that this side of town is definitely a little bit newer than the rest. There's less buildings in it. But this is the only building in the area that looks, as nice as it does. At the front, there's a butler standing in wait.
Just greet him.
Come up to this butler and be like, hey,
I go up and rock his bit.
what?
No.
He extracts the doo-doo from his butthole, puts it in a swaddled blanket, and then rocks it to sleep.
How do you do? Oral shit rocker.
How do you do?
You
do.
Dude, no.
Okay, so you
I
say
don't know
hi.
what just happened, but okay.
Anyways, you say hi. The butler says, "And what business do we ruffians have with the House of Murray?"
You'd like to know, weather boy.
We're here to ask about, well, is his missing son?
Daughter.
Or,
If you want help, you won't be sent to that.
yeah, I was just gonna show him the flyer and ask if we can get some information.
He goes, you are here to help Bedware, eh?
Yes.
You don't get dirt.
He says, well, anyone that's willing to help is welcome in the House of Murray. And he opens the door, and on the inside you see two more butlers standing at the entrance waiting for you guys to come inside. The room is immaculate, covered in fine furnishings, flowers that look like they were just changed out that day. Silver and gold platters dot the room.
How many candlesticks do I see?
You see lots of candlesticks. It is lit up with a large couple of candelabras, and there is a what do they call them? The ones that hang from the ceiling, chandelier.
Chandeliers.
For right now, let's try to keep it diplomatic.
Yeah.
I can see the gears turning.
Well,
About my curse.
well, as long as you don't stay in one place for too long, you'll be fine. Ryan, you feel pretty at home in this situation.
Yeah, this is pretty standard fare here.
I feel very out of place.
Yeah, in your head right now, you're like, finally, some good fucking food, and fucking Curtis's character doesn't even know what to fucking think. Marley's never seen a room this nice before. She's thinking, it's like, all this stuff, you could have used that money to buy food.
Are there any tumbleweeds in here?
There are no tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweed to the house.
But,
Fucking tumbleweed. At some point, it's gonna fucking happen.
now, of course, Tyler's character has seen this kind of stuff, but he's never been a part of it, so
Always from afar.
always from afar.
Okay. I'm
Handling the cargo into the back end.
For real.
I'd like to ask one of the butlers if the master of the house is in.
He goes,
Or bedware?
yes, are you here on the inquiry of the quest sent to the guild?
That's correct.
I'll be right back if he is ready. And he walks on. As you're sitting in the room, you see several workers kind of running back and forth. You're sitting there for a few minutes before out walks a man. He's not got a butler with him, but he's thin, looks young, He's got long blonde hair and he's wearing the most flamboyant outfit you have ever seen. Like it's definitely a male outfit, but it's got like frills and shit all over it. You're a little confused.
Hi.
He's Farquaad with blonde
Uh,
hair.
he steps
He's
forward
Prince Charming.
There you go.
and he looks over at the crew and he says, "Oh my gods."
I don't like him.
He looks the group up and down and he says, "For one thing, we've already been over this. No pets in the house." As he looks at Curtis,
Go fuck yourself.
Doesn't say anything about stitches though.
he looks over towards Tyler and he says, "The help stays at the docks." He points over towards Marley and he says, "And that means you." And he
I just fucking turn into a tumbleweed in front of him.
I
Well,
curse
that
an
happened.
Elven under my
Can
breath
I
when he
do
says
that? Can I turn into a tumbleweed with thorns and just roll at him?
I wouldn't recommend it. He looks down at Stitches and he says, "And I don't even want to get started on that." And he looks over at you,
And
Ryan.
wait,
he
I got it.
says-
I got it.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
want to say, I want to talk to him. I want to say, look, you either let us help you,
No, I got one.
or you just go fuck yourself.
He looks over at Ryan and says, "And you're obviously in charge of this little band of whatever this is."
And where does your daughter belong?
I don't have a daughter.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize the turtle could talk. Is that a trick that you taught it, sir?
I have
It's
ventriloquism.
actually me. He's a puppet. I'm mimicking. No, it's no big deal.
He says, "Anyways,
Oh.
don't leave this room. You're gonna track whatever you are all over the house. I've gotta go." And he just
I
kind of
just-
walks off.
I
Go
curse him
fuck
and-
yourself.
Oh, I was gonna say under my breath in Elvish, but okay.
I say it in Draconic.
Okay, well, whenever you say it in your two languages, he turns, he looks at you, he says it in 4 languages.
Oh,
I say it in Fey. I say it in Sylvan. Fuck yourself.
He gives you a bow and he walks off.
Blonde ass motherfucker.
Well, that was
Burn in hell,
interesting
a
and
tumbleweed is
utterly
dumbass.
unhelpful.
Yeah. What about the dude in bed where I think?
The master of the house approaches afterwards. He is a... What is up with you and the damn tumbleweed?
That's how I get my anger out. I just tumbleweed around.
Gotcha. That's a rough life.
All except it's her.
Yeah. An old, gruff man, you can definitely tell he's been through the years, looking very distraught, kind of more angry than upset, walks forward and he says, "Are you here to help me find my daughter?"
No
Yes.
Yeah.
shit, Sherlock. Oh,
Hey, no, this one's.
No.
Yes.
I say yes.
I'm gonna say something when we get outside.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be meta, so I don't really guess it matters, but I'll wait.
Look, I'm about to surprise my party when we get outside.
Oh god. We tell him that we're here to help find his daughter.
Yes. Good. I don't have time for much else. What do you need to know? I'll help you all I can.
What does she look
Describe
like?
her.
Okay.
We need to know what she looks like, where she would have been when she was taken.
What she was last wearing, if you know that.
Yeah.
She was taken from our house in the midst of the night. We've already had her nurse hung. She
Oh, fuck, dude.
she was in her sleeping gown. She is roughly 8. Small girl, brown hair.
Other than the nurse, is there anyone else that you suspect?
I mean, the nurse is dead. They can't
Oh, yeah.
suspect her. What color eyes does she have?
Brown.
Brown hair, brown eyes.
Lame.
Oh my god. She has rainbow toenails.
Who was that gentleman that just came through a moment ago?
And who was that twat?
He didn't. He's the only person we've talked to in this household that didn't seem very concerned about her
I don't
being
like
taken.
him.
You're probably talking of my son, Arlen, but he is not important right now. We need to be
So he
focused.
can be too.
Is there
I
anyone
think
else that
to
you
myself.
suspect?
So far, we have questioned everyone in the house. The only reason why we killed the nurse is because she was present at the time that she would have been taken.
That's jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been a good person to interrogate.
She
Yeah.
was interrogated. We didn't find her, we didn't find that she had any information that would help us. We don't think she was part of the plot
Then why did you hang her?
for not doing her job.
Can we see the room?
Of course. And, he instructs one of his butlers to lead the way for you. He says, I will be in my chambers if you need any more from me.
Who has the
I think
highest
the brother killed her.
Who has the highest what?
perception?
Do we see any pictures of her
Not in the main room, no.
in her room?
Highest perception is Ryan, of 14.
Do I?
Your
So what
passive
is it
perception
under?
is a 14.
Oh, neat. It is, isn't it?
But I took, that's one of my, whatever.
Yes, and your
Wait.
passive perception is 13.
Mine's 13.
What's mine?
Yours is 9.
Where is that even at?
That's perception. That's under your skills list.
Mine's 4.
Wait, why in the fuck is this thing? Wait, why would it be 9?
I don't know.
Your perception's a 4, right?
Yeah, so it'd probably.
Yeah,
I'm
and my
assuming
wisdom
it's
is 18.
it's base 10 plus 4.
Yeah, it's 10 plus your perception skill. So
Yeah, so
technically,
it's
Marley and Ryan have the same.
14. So it doesn't go by the wisdom.
Now, if it comes down to it,
It goes by wisdom plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
I have an 18 in wisdom.
That's why you have plus 4.
no,
Yeah.
if we do see a picture of it, Marley could just do the con and just change into the daughter.
Oh my god.
I'm not staying in the same house as that blonde motherfucker.
You could kill him.
You right.
Kill him in his sleep. I don't suggest
Disgusting.
this.
No, don't. I was just saying that was an idea that I had. I'm like, oh shit. That's why I was like,
I
do we
mean,
see
what-
pictures?
If we
What
were
would he
true murder
do?
hobos,
No.
What would he do if instead of a head crab killing him, it was a tumbleweed crushing his skull?
it's a pretty heavy fucking tumbleweed.
How would the
It's a heavy-ass
tumbleweed
tumbleweed.
generate that amount of force?
Enough anger.
Curtis throws it at him.
Angry tumbleweed. The tumbleweeds from Terraria.
Yeah.
Step on a pressure plate.
What's that shit? It's the cactus ball.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Do you know anything about any other children that have been abducted?
Well, you guys were walking up to the room.
Yeah.
The dudes went to his chambers.
Yeah. The butler walks you up to the daughter's room. You see it's just a very nice kid's room. It's got dolls lining the wall. They're kind of creepy to now standards, but back then they were nice. There's a large mirror that's been reduced in size down to where a kid can use it. You know, it's just a nice little room. Canopy bed and all that. Window over in the corner.
Can I check the window for scuff marks?
That's what I was about to say.
Okay. You guys walk over to the window to check it for scuffs. You do notice that there are some small nicks that kind of look like knife cuts on the window's ledge leading in.
So like somebody climbed in with a knife.
Yeah. Is there anything that looks out of place in the room?
Other than the cut on the window, everything in the room is in perfect, neat order. Even the bed is perfectly made.
Nothing was
What about
stolen.
under the bed?
You look under the bed, and all you see under there is a small wooden box.
Take box.
Open the box.
Inside the box is just a small amount of child's jewelry.
So I
I
wonder.
wanna inspect the jewelry.
Okay, you inspect the jewelry. There's like a little bracelet made out of some lesser pearls. Uh, kid's necklace with some fool's gold broochery. Nothing really all that
This
amazing.
is not gonna do anything. Can I use my thieves' cant to see if there's any markings or anything there? There's not, but
Well, they're not here for money because they didn't steal anything, and they also didn't demand a ransom from anybody. So they're taking these kids for either malice or they're using them for something.
I bet they're gonna be used in a ritual because it probably has something to do with the church.
See, I'm thinking. I'm wondering if they
That's why
got,
I'm like,
if they actually got kidnapped, or they went there, or were convinced to go there. If say like I got charmed, or somebody they trusted said, "Hey, and I've
Well,
got something."
like you were told, in the middle of the night with a nurse present was taken without anyone's aware.
I don't think the nurse probably had anything to do with it.
also
Well,
it's too late for that. But
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just saying, like,
All right. If we look out the window, can we see any tracks or anything?
If you look out the window down below, you don't see anything. You don't see anything on the outside of the window. The inside of the window, actually, you'll notice is locked.
I have a theory.
hey, the knife cuts. How far apart are they? And are they fairly deep or are they fairly shallow?
There are a total of 6 cuts, roughly 2 inches apart.
Got it. I don't know. My character wouldn't have it, but I've got it.
I have a theory, I guess. I know it's probably just guesswork, but I feel like the family like gave the daughter away, and the nurse was there and saw it, so they killed her.
It could
Justin,
be.
I'm sending you a DM to confirm my theory.
Okay.
Can I look up towards the roof?
Yeah. You look up and you see rafters.
Nothing
You
broken.
guys are on the second floor. Something to mention. You see rafters up top. They're all cleaned.
Nothing's broken. Nothing scuff marks. No scratches on the walls.
Never mind. My theory is incorrect.
Yeah, I'm just saying if somebody like came in through the window and then used a knife to like pick the window open and take her.
No, you don't see anything to confirm anything like that.
how long has the girl been missing? Do we know that?
She's been missing for a few days.
Did
The light kind of sound laggy to anybody else?
Not
Uh-uh.
really.
Not right now.
Nah.
See, if we could wait until night, we could probably do a stakeout. But if we could find what house would be targeted next,
Yeah.
let's see if we could go to the Thieves Guild and see if we could find any similarities between the kidnapped. Maybe there's like a certain.
I'm actually gonna ask the butler if there are any other noble families that haven't been hit yet.
He says, he goes, "No, sir, the rest of the children that have come up missing have so far been simple peasants.
Have they all been the same? Have they all been girls? Or all
No,
boys?
they've been male and female.
And what age, like, does it stop at? What is it only young kids, like little kids?
As to my knowledge, it's all children, none of them in their late teens. All of them human.
I think that you're probably going to be right. I think it's either they're taking them into the church and it's going to go that route, you sick fuck, or No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna point this out. Even if I did go in that direction, that wouldn't be me being a sick fuck. Okay, there are people actually doing this.
Yeah, this is true. That's very true. That's very true.
But I still feel like it's going to be a sacrificial thing, especially due to those people.
Yeah, worshiping to the gods or something.
Kind of
This is totally out of character, out of game. But I'm semi convinced that those people that went in the church were actually Fey.
Can I use my language?
I mean, there's not really much of a point in spouting random languages at people unless you're trying to hide something or speak to someone that doesn't speak your language or doesn't want to speak your language.
I said that out of excitement that they might be Fey.
But they're not here.
I know that. I was just excited. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
I was hyped.
I'm ready to go!
I thought you were saying, could you do it right now?
No. I'm just excited I might get to use it.
Okay, so you guys searching the room as of yet, the only information you found are those 6 claw marks.
Can I check, like, the edges of the bed frame? Like
Yeah,
the
sure.
legs and stuff? For scratches or anything?
Not a single mark on the bed. All of it's pristine.
What about the floorboards?
Floorboards look like they were clean minutes ago.
Okay,
Are any of them
I gotta
lit?
say, these people are terrible at handling a crime scene. Because if the child was snatched in the night and the bed is pristine and made up, that means someone made the fucking bed after she got kidnapped.
That even makes it more, like, even further into me being right. I think the brother did this.
You just don't like the brother.
I mean, seriously, like, if he's not worried about it, I don't know, it would make sense for him to take her, like, him be, like, part of an assassin or something, like, assassin guild, or be a part of the thieves guild.
Let's say,
And maybe his dad did something that pissed him off, and he
yeah, we could
I don't know, to get back at him, revenge.
we could go to the guild or the school.
Let's go to the guild.
Yeah.
Okay. The butler leads you out.
Like the forest down the
Whenever you say that, he puts one arm behind his back, leans forward, and lays out another hand.
I gave him a gold coin.
Alright, he takes it, and he bows himself back into the room.
Before she lays the gold coin, I just rub his hand in mine.
He gives you an eyebrow.
Mr. Wayne.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the guild?
Yeah.
Okay. From the looks of it outside of the guild, it almost looks like a government building.
Yeah, I was thinking it may have been the capital at first.
On the inside, whenever you guys walk into the large glass doors, the inside as you walk into the left, you see what looks like a tavern of sorts. There's a desk area, and that's about all you can see. There's like a reception area and a lot of tables.
Are there any mercs milling about?
Oh yeah, they're plentiful here.
Well,
I'm just gonna work my way around the room while they're doing whatever and ask these mercs if they know anything about Visconti.
shit, what was the daughter's name?
The daughter's name?
Yeah.
Abria.
Alright.
How old was she again? 8? guess we go in.
Oh, you're already in. So you guys are in there. Ryan, your search for Visconti is met with a no.
Okay. I figured it would be, but it was worth trying.
Let's. Are there any plants in the room?
Yeah, there's some plants. It's dressed up like a government building, so there are a few potted plants sitting around.
I want to go stand in the corner next to one and just quietly ask it, what do you like? Ask it if it saw anything or heard anything.
Well, plant
I
by
can
the
kind of talk to plants.
plant at the door is like, whoa, you can talk to me?
Whoa, did you just understand me?
What does it look like from
Can you do
our
that one more
perspective?
time?
What does it look like?
She's just talking to a fucking plant. That's what it
Can
looks
you do
like.
that one more time for me, please, Justin?
Whoa. But this is the first time anyone's ever talked to the plant and he understood it.
He's good. Did you hear anything?
Says, what? What about?
Did you hear anything about the kidnapping of the children?
Kitties disappearing. Sad.
Who done it?
Unknown.
Where at?
Town?
Where are kids at?
Unknown.
Pick up the plant by the stem. Where are they? Where is
Oh.
she?
Upwards the plant.
Reminds me of crab.
Let's see. Who would know?
Probably the people in there.
He says, oh,
Where's the smart plant?
smart plant?
I have a question, Justin. Does
Okay.
this plant
Wait a
have more
minute, Marley,
intelligence
why
than
are
I do?
you-
No, this plant is absolutely atrociously stupid.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
'Cause I am too.
Marley,
What?
why are you asking this plant instead of the grass outside the window?
Because everybody else was in the building.
No, I meant at
The
the
window at the house.
yeah, at the house.
I didn't think about it till we got here.
Oh, you should go back and check with that. Oh wait, I
Okay,
can't say
well-
that. That's made up.
Well, you did just witness her speaking to a plant.
Yeah, but how would I know that the plant's actually replying back?
Well, she
Well,
does
I
seem
know
to be
she's
having a
right.
conversation. Yes, she could be crazy, but you are in a world where people do have these powers.
Oh,
Why, are you
I guess
fucking
that's
crazy?
Are you?
I'm dumb.
Then
But you don't see me talking to plants.
it's because you can't. Not smart enough. Anyway,
The
I
ability
give
to
up.
speak does not make you intelligent.
I give up on the plant. I give up on the plant and I tell the party, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back to the house.
And turn into a tumbleweed.
No, I'm gonna sit. Actually, no. Is the butler out there?
Yeah, there's still a butler at the door.
I want to tell him I'm gonna do some investigating around the outside, like, of the house, like, or just around the edges of the house.
He says, that's fine.
Okay. I want to go to the back of the house where there's grass and there's no one around. I'm assuming.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the grass what happened.
Okay, as you try to speak to the grass, as apparently this is your character's first time attempting to speak with grass, you hear a million little voices in your head. It is like screeching on a goddamn chalkboard mixed with just a bunch of retarded children in a bowl. It's not coherent. It is definitely not something you want to deal with. A lot of them are saying, "Get off of me, fat ass! You are crushing me."
Is there a tree?
There's a large bush behind the house. Yes.
I want to go ask the fucking bush, and I threaten to cut every piece of every blade of grass.
You hear something out of all the screams. Existence is torment. Our heads are cut daily.
Alright, I want to go talk to the fucking bush.
So far.
Let's go talk to the bush.
Okay, you go and you speak to the bush.
Swear to God, if this bush sounds like George Bush.
We're gonna fondificate
Oh god.
this
Can I
child.
just... No, shut up. I want to ask the bush.
I
hate her.
did not
Okay,
have
it is,
sex
it's
with
the
that
kid.
children.
It is not Bill Clinton. It is not Bush Clinton. Stop it.
Bush Clinton. Damn old Bush Clinton Epstein.
I want to ask the bush if it saw anything from
Where,
the time that the daughter was
where's
kidnapped.
where's the jail cell?
God. Okay, so anyways, the bush responds. Bush says, "You seek child,
Yes.
girl taken, shadows."
Who? By shadows?
In the night, yeah.
How many?
Unclear.
How many? How many people snuck in to take her?
Unclear.
I like how bushes apparently,
You know-
or plants in general apparently talk like they're an AI or something.
Oh, Marley.
Well, it's because they don't typically have emotion.
You know what you could do?
What?
If you actually wanted to expose yourself, you could transform into one of these, like, children of the nobles and act as, like, bait. And then we could follow you.
That's what I thought of, but
She can't really divulge that she's a changeling right at the moment.
yeah.
Because
it's
as
not
far
in my
as
interest.
as far as any of you know, she could be one of the guys after you. She could be fucking Visconti at this point.
Yeah. No, I would not take it well if you just transformed in front of me.
Yeah, no. No, I wanna. Okay, let me ask the bush one more thing. Human or like pure shadow?
Shadow.
So not physical.
Necromancy.
Nurse present?
Unknown. He was
Girl,
outside.
girl willing to go?
Unknown.
Girl awake?
Unknown.
Weapons?
Shadow.
This is scary, I don't like it. Okay, can I ask the bush its name?
Bush.
Bush says, name?
Name.
Unknown.
Give name?
The bush mentally looks around. Unknown.
You're now Gary.
Gary.
Gary. Like name?
Like?
Accept name?
Accept.
Yeah. Is he now an NPC? Is he now in the list? Gary in the bush!
Incredible.
Yeah.
Congrats, Marley. You role played a bush into existence or into sentience.
Gary's gonna take over the world.
He's gonna be part of the final boss.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna be
I want a rounder bush.
Well, he's not a
He's
round
not
bush.
a fern. He's not a fern. He is a bush.
Is it closer to a tumbleweed?
No. I am one true tumbleweed.
Oh, here we go.
No, go down. No. That one that's half an orange and half green.
This one?
No, go down.
This one?
And then over. That one.
You know what? Okay.
That's scary.
Sure.
Yes. I got you.
Boy.
That Red Bull is hitting me hard. Oh dear.
Let's see here.
So, on
Oh
this,
my
on
God,
a, s-
yeah.
like on a scale of 1 to anal rodeo, how derailed have we been?
We're not derailed, but I'll tell you what, this is going different than I expected it to go.
Yeah?
Gary.
Alright, while she's gone, I'm gonna go chop Gary down.
I'll fucking murder you. I'm wearing my headset.
I know you are. But for real, I'm gonna chop him down.
There we go.
Actually kill you in tumbleweed form.
There you go. Gary the Bush is now a character.
He is a bush. Question mark? Yes.
Gary the Bush.
He's higher ranked than
Alright.
Can we replace Stitches and have Gary in our party?
Get on.
You can dig
Just
him up,
imagine.
He can only
Yeah.
talk. He doesn't have legs.
dig
I was
him
gonna
up
say
and put him in a
we
pot.
You'll have to cart him around or throw him off of Curtis's back.
Oh yes, please.
Can we? Actually, the
Slide little
estate
bird.
might be upset that their bush is gone.
I'm gonna point out that the people that, you know, own the house own the bush, and they just hung a woman for not doing her job, so I
I don't
beg
want
you
to
to
be hung for
reconsider.
taking their bush. But they can't hang me for naming the bush.
Quick, somebody, somebody,
And grow a Gary too.
somebody,
Hey,
somebody.
Hey, whenever they go to reward us, we need to ask for not only the money, and I have a very, very high persuasion, so I'm gonna ask for this. We need one punch
Hey.
on the sun's face and to steal their bush. We just need to
Get
ask
the
for
cranberry
bush.
juice out of the freezer, and bring me the gin.
He's gonna need it.
After all this bullshit.
you have a problem.
They're frozen? Yeah, I know.
They're frozen. And you want my gin?
Yes.
My gin?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, or
3.
Delicious.
It's my gin.
It's beautiful.
Misha, get off notebook.
Yeah,
It
get
was
off my
hilarious.
notebook.
While you were gone, she was like, I looked at the camera for a few seconds. It looked like she was part of the party.
Yeah, yeah, she was in the party down there. Kind of feels like they're slushy.
She's like Gary's in our fucking party, or in our people journal now.
No, I'm sad. You got juice for you and you didn't get juice for me.
You want some?
Not cranberry juice.
Okay,
Could have
then.
actually gotten something that I wanted. Like was gonna ask you yesterday and you told me straight up fucking no.
Yeah, I
Fuck
did, because
yourself.
I didn't want to go walk to the goddamn gas station.
But you could have asked me today.
I asked you what you wanted. I did
I
ask.
told you what I wanted, but normally you don't drink anymore.
What's that have to do with you?
I wasn't gonna drink. Now I want to, and you don't.
You can't be mad at me when I asked you what you wanted.
You could have said, hey, I feel like drinking tonight. I'm gonna get juice. Do you want juice too?
I didn't know I wanted juice till I got there. You need to calm your shit down.
You asshole.
You're gonna develop a victim complex.
Annoyed.
I can tell. Put it where it belongs.
I did. I made Gary.
You did in fact make a Gary.
Bu-
Attributes and abilities.
no. Change his name to Bushman.
Don't you fucking
You
dare.
gotta
His
change
name's Gary. He's
Gary
been named.
Bushman.
He will now
No.
answer to the name Gary.
Alright, so what kind of people are inside the guild?
A little bit of everybody. You just see a lot of mercenaries. Um, the magics. Just so you know, magic is kind of uncommon outside of things like magical items, and you got your, of course, bards, because there's bardic colleges and such. But when it comes to wizards, sorcerers, and things like that, they're a little on the rare side. So all you really see in there are things of the physical nature, like fighters and archers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course the divine. The divine's always popular.
Let's ask around to see if we can find any more victims and ask about Abria.
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 Asking around, it's all pretty much the same. A few of them have tried to take on the quest, but have yet to be able to find any concrete evidence of what happened. But it's only a few days old, so there are a few still working on it.
Yeah, I guess since it's all children, and it's not really any specific children other than just human children, can I ask someone if the school admits children that aren't human?
Yeah, I was going to ask about the school itself.
Well, you'll find that there aren't very many non-humans in this town.
Okay.
So you won't typically find things that aren't at least half human. Elves are kind of common because the elven nation shares the continent with them. But other than that, not a whole lot of other races.
I guess we should probably check out the school then.
Yeah. Well, what is it a school for? Is it a school for like certain types of magic, bards, or just a regular academic school?
It's an academic school.
I guess I'm gonna go with Ori as the god of miracles.
Oh, the one that takes blood sacrifices?
Yeah.
I had a feeling you'd either go with that one, what's the Imaru, or fucking Ul Sarum.
Can we ask about anybody that's still working on the quest? Who did they send? Maybe we could talk with them and see if they found anything.
I say, well, pretty much everyone here is trying to get that gold. That's a lot of money for a missing persons quest, especially if it's just a child. But as of yet, no one has come back with any concrete evidence. There aren't any tracks. There aren't any any concrete marks that are definitive, other than these strange claw marks on the window.
I wonder if we could do like an inspection on the marks, see if are they like any magical, if they're like magical, or if we would know what the claw marks are. Because I'm assuming if she comes back and tells us this shadow stuff, so that our character will know.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. Come back to the guild.
Okay. You come back while they're in conversation.
are there any other quests to pick up that we know of? Or is this just our major?
Oh yeah, they do have quests.
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and take them as well.
Justin, which one do you think would be better with Dr. Pepper? Watermelon, butterscotch, or peppermint?
Probably the butterscotch,
Yeah.
but I don't think I've ever had peppermint in a Dr. Pepper before, but
I don't think the watermelon would be good at all.
No,
hell
not
no.
really.
Well, I have these little.
Yeah.
All
it's
three
just
at the same
water.
time.
Yeah, just chug 'em.
Hell.
Yeah, you're.
After last night, I don't think I can do that.
What level are you guys?
2. Alright, so. We could go. What time is it
In the game?
in the game? Yeah.
Yeah, you'd say it's roughly around fucking 3 in the afternoon.
If you want to, do you want to wait until the school lets out and then go investigate? Or maybe we could go as they're letting out and talk to some of the kids to see if they've have anything to say about somebody that's went missing or something strange going on.
I think it is a good idea to go to the school, look around there.
That smells amazing. Just saying.
Butterscotch.
Alright.
Right?
Okay, so we're going to the school, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys make it to the school. It is about let out time. You see several teachers and parents at the front talking, and children are, being let in and out.
Yeah, I don't think I should go because I might scare the shit out of them.
Or you might get mauled by a bunch of children trying to ride you like a circus animal.
Oh, this will be funny. Alright, you've convinced me.
Well, while he's getting rode like a fucking horse, I'm gonna approach the teachers and the parents and
Merlin!
ask them about the disappearances, if they know anything.
Justin?
He keeps fucking trying to eat her mic receiver.
It's delicious, man.
You don't get to talk.
Well, I have a spare one if you need it.
Why does he fucking chew it?
He only does it when she's in here. He does it to piss you off. He doesn't touch mine.
He does it whenever I don't let him get on, like, in my lap or something.
Put a piece of tape on the bottom of his claw.
Put some tinfoil on your desk.
It
Just-
doesn't work.
just
He
on his-
doesn't care about the tinfoil. I
Oh,
tried it on
really?
the stove. Yeah, he doesn't
Dang.
care.
Plumbing tape is the way to go.
We don't have
Put
any tape.
acid on your desk.
Or not plumbing, painter's tape, rather.
Put some
Okay,
vinegar
so-
when they need it.
You guys are at the school.
Yeah, he is. Tyler's interrogating some of the, or not interrogating,
Yeah,
but
I was
just
asking
asking.
the
About.
parents and teachers about the disappearances.
Okay. Whenever you go up to them, you know, they're kind of wary of you at first whenever you approach, but whenever you ask them what you're there for, they're like, oh, just another one of you. The first one to actually talk to you steps up and says, I don't know what you've heard so far, but the regular consensus around here is that it's the cursed child.
The cursed child. Tell me more.
He says, there's this little girl that goes to this school. She's picked on a lot. She doesn't have any friends, she stays to herself, but everyone that's involved in her life dies. Her mother died on the day of her birth, her father was bedridden shortly after.
That is indeed a cup.
We have the same curse.
It
It sounds
could.
like.
That's what I was about to say too. Yeah, I was like, I wonder if it's just gonna counterbalance each other out.
I was gonna say we have the same curse.
I want to ask about the cursed child, but I want to ask if there's any similarities between the children that are disappearing, or if it's just random.
Yes. No, they all just seem to be around the same age group.
Okay, so
Well-
is the cursed child that same age?
She is, yes.
What's her name?
Let's see here.
I swear to God, if it's my character's name.
It's you from the
I saw that little smile.
Here we go. Gilda.
Where does Gilda live?
God damn it. Why did I even take that page away?
Misha, you're gonna have to get down, baby. Come on, get down.
Here we go.
Where's that?
Here we go. Okay. The little girl that everyone believes, at least us here at the school believes, is the root behind all of this. The little bitch
Fuck you.
is Gilda Byrne.
You burn.
She's the daughter of the Lord Byrne. And she points behind the church, and off in the distance you can see the top of a house right here.
Okay.
You follow that roof line and you'll find her home.
Aren't you being a little judgmental?
Well, you gotta remember, there's a little girl that's around, and you're in a superstitious town, and everything that this girl touches dies. So,
Same thing for me. That's why I'm so annoyed.
Was Gilda at school today?
she was, but her brother already came to get her. Apparently, some little girl was picking on her in class today, and she just couldn't handle it.
What's the little girl's name that was picking on her?
Let me get my page up.
Sorry, I'm
Asking me questions I wasn't ready for. Let's see.
Well, if it's in the route that the parents and the teachers are thinking, that will be the next victim, assuming.
Thank you.
That's what I think too, but it doesn't hurt to be safe.
Her name was Gwendolyn.
Is Gwendolyn still here at school today?
No, she got picked up just shortly ago.
Where does she live?
Right over here.
Do it again. Okay. Alright. Does anybody else have any questions?
Can I go check out the inside of the school? Or is it permitted?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
He's asking permission to go to school.
Before you even approach, you are in fact mauled by kids who are trying to climb you.
Go fling and flangle! God, skin, stop flapping! God!
Retreat to your shell and spin.
Yes.
You okay, Curtis? Are you okay?
I didn't mean to knock my headset off.
I didn't think you did.
And see, the real problem here is that he's not allowed to do the one thing he wants to do most, or else the FBI will break open his front door in real life. He's not allowed to clap in this situation.
You're lucky my hands are occupied.
Alright, so the way I see it, we have two options here. I don't know how
You
much
like it?
time we have, if we have enough time for both or not. But we need to go and talk to the
One of y'all,
cursed chick.
I'll talk to the cursed chick if y'all want to talk to the other one.
Okay, and then the other option is to go stake out the little girl that was making fun of her.
Also, the church. We might want to investigate the church if we can.
Can I go talk to the church's trees?
You're gonna go talk to the child, Curtis?
Yeah, I will. It's fine.
I'll come with you because I have high persuasion.
Alright. I'll go to the other girl's family. That way we can
Well,
do some multitasking.
let's see who has the more curse. A curse will mean nothing to me.
You're cutting out, Curtis.
See,
I think your mic is cursed.
like her curse will do nothing to me.
Can't
Yeah,
hear you.
I agree. Whatever you said, I agree.
You might want to reconnect.
His headset?
Yeah.
He needs to move it closer.
Oh yeah, it is sticking just straight the fuck out, isn't it? Does it bend in?
No, it's just like that.
Yeah, we can't hear you at
I
all.
can't hear him at all.
Yeah.
Death slam incoming.
Yeah, I've even got you turned up in fuck. Oh wait, that's right. I got it turned off in
You have
settings
voice
now.
turned off, yeah.
He was fine until he.
I spoke to
Well,
name.
Something.
Like
I
a
spoke to name.
Hey.
Oh, there he
Hey.
is. You're very quiet, but I can hear you again.
What were you saying?
Alright, let's try that.
Yeah.
Ow.
So her curse means nothing. Because I'm already
Stop hitting
cursed.
him.
God damn it.
You're fine. You're
He
fine.
was cutting out for me.
Fuck you, nobody. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so how you said you guys are gonna split up, right?
Yeah, me and Curtis are gonna go to Curtis' house. Oh no.
Okay, so you and Curtis are gonna go up this way. And you two are gonna head to this house.
I thought Marley was gonna go talk to church trees.
Oh, that's right. So you're gonna go stake out the house. She's gonna go talk to church trees. And you two are...
Hey, before I just go and stake out this house, I would like to talk to the family and be like, hey, I'm gonna be out here in your yard,
I'm gonna be watching your kid.
hiding around. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not trying to break into your house and steal shit. I'm here waiting on someone else to break into your house.
Just tell them you're there to protect their child.
Okay, so... I'm gonna assume you knocked on the door and they answered first, and... From there, I'm gonna say... Do I need to call the guards?
No, I'm gonna be out here. I think your child might be in danger. So I'm going to stay here to protect your house.
You just hear a shout from across the town. The child's a righteous little shit.
No.
No, I'm kidding. But go ahead.
I want to ask the trees if they know anything.
Okay. You told them that, and they seem confused, but they're okay with letting you hang around outside, but they're not letting you in the house.
That's fine. I don't need to be in the house.
Marley, you walk up to a tree.
Awesome.
What do you say?
I'm gonna
Build
sit
a
down underneath it, just like to look like I'm relaxing, so people don't think I'm just crazy.
Ask him who the
Okay.
people in the armor and stuff were as well.
So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna ask the tree if it's on.
Eyes.
This is me asking you, Justin. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm the tree. You're talking
No,
to me, yeah?
I'm asking you as a person.
What do you want?
Do I have to keep my eyes open to talk to him?
No.
I'm just gonna ask the tree if it heard anything about children being kidnapped.
It says kids disappear.
Heard kids around here?
Many.
Any leave?
Mini leaves.
Shut up, Tyler. You're not in this.
I was fighting it, honestly. But the tree's not sure what you're asking for.
Let's say this. Kid come in church?
Every
Stay
day?
or leave?
Both.
Permanently stay?
Nope.
Shadows?
Shadows.
Get that? I don't fucking know. I'm talking to a tree.
Some kind of Marley the tree doesn't know either. It's a tree.
Also, what's wrong with Ryan's picture?
With my what?
It's just dark.
Okay.
Yeah, I turned my screen down because it was hurting my eyes. And it's the only light in the house right now.
I want to ask the tree its name.
Name?
We're not doing this.
Welcome,
Alright.
Bill.
I'm not naming every plant on the continent, alright? We're
You know
skipping.
what? I get a bush and a tree, damn it.
Not this close together. You're
They're
just gonna
they're in two very good spots for information.
not
She's-
doing this.
she's got you,
Continue
man.
on.
The tree is at least a good place for information. Come on.
It's a tree. As are
Tree
the
named-
other
It is
plenty
a
there.
tree named Stephen.
Well, you can call it Stephen all you want. It's not going in the book.
Yes, it fucking is.
If you're gonna ask it questions, go ahead and ask it questions.
I already did.
Okay then.
Did it hear any? Did it hear any struggling?
No.
Where do the bodies end up?
Are there any bodies? Wait, was were you used to hang someone?
Yes.
Who?
Many.
Most recent?
Nurse.
Why? Did you hear why?
Hang.
Did you hear why she was being hung?
No.
Did she say anything before they hung her?
No. Please.
I just leave. Go back to where that is at the house is.
Okay.
I just tried to rotate the map like Infinity.
Alright, so back with you two. You approach this large mansion.
I knock on the door.
Whenever you knock on the door, a very, very old butler slowly creaks open the door.
I seem to have lost my keys. Hold on just a moment. Clank. You hear the door bolt open.
I assume if this is where Grilda resides.
Gilda?
Gilda.
Gilda, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's
He says, "And what is your business with the young mistress?"
I was hoping to talk to her about the children that have been going missing lately.
My word.
Did I just have a fever dream where someone was talking about cheese?
Yes.
Yeah.
Says, "You'll be having no such conversation with this child.
And why is that?
She does not need your stresses. She has gone through enough."
I promise it won't be a bit more than just a few minutes. I just want to ask her a couple questions.
Do you honestly think to come in to a stranger's home and talk to their daughter?
If you want her to come out here and talk in front of you, that would be fine with me as well. I just want to talk to her for a few minutes.
I just want to talk to her. I just want to talk to her.
I just want to see your kid.
He starts to close the door.
I put my foot in the door.
just fucking say that you want to help the missing children. Jesus
I want to prevent any other children from going missing, and if she has any information, it would be very helpful.
What makes you think an 8-year-old girl would have information about missing children?
Because many of them were her schoolmates, and she may know something that the adults may not.
And as are all of her other schoolmates, why Gilda?
We're actually going around and talking to all of them.
And I bet they told you the story of the haunted girl sitting in her home waiting for her family to die.
This is the first I've heard of a curse upon the child. I didn't say curse, I said haunted.
He sighs and he says, "I'll allow you to talk to the master and no one else."
This is the master of her brother.
Her father
I thought her father died.
is
She was
dying.
waiting.
Oh, okay.
Why isn't the butler dying?
I guess because he doesn't have direct correlation to her. Like, he's the family's butler, but he's not kin to her.
We'll see where it goes.
That's worrying. Because if it was a curse like mine, it would just be
Everybody.
everybody. This is
What do you want to ask that, Curtis? I don't. I
Alright.
just want to talk to the kid.
Well, you're not there yet. He's just made an offer.
If you...
That's-
Yeah. Go ahead.
There you go.
That would be fine. Any information that he could give us that could potentially save these people. Maybe we could give your daughter some... Or maybe we could give the child some words of encouragement to make her feel better.
He says, "The master has not felt well in many years. If you are to upset him, I will expel you from this home."
Understood.
I give him a nod.
He says, "Walk carefully in the house of Burn." And he opens the door, and inside you see it's lavish like the other lord's home, but it has a darker tone to it. He doesn't go for gold and silver and bright purples and reds. Inside you see things that look more ancient. He has curiosities and relics all over the house.
Can I do a... What kind of check would this be? Like a... Arcana check? Or... If there's like a death curse going on, could we identify it if it's like magical or something?
I mean, maybe when you get there.
Alright.
I mean,
Aren't
Yeah,
they
just
already
step
in my
inside.
house?
Well,
No,
we're
like, I
stepping
literally
inside.
just opened the door.
Okay, yeah.
We're just peeking in.
The moment you take your first step into the house, you get an unmistakable feeling as if 1,000 eyes are upon you. Like it sends shivers up your spine. Like it's kind of creepy. And it happened the moment your foot touches the floorboard.
Take more steps in.
All right.
Mystery house.
I'm gonna walk behind Curtis. I don't like this.
Okay. All around the room, you see what seems to be stuffed ravens, kind of dotting the room. It's kind of like, you know, those people that have chicken collections,
Yeah.
but they're ravens every fucking where.
You may have roosters.
There's even a walking cane sitting in the cane and umbrella basket at the door that has a fucking raven on it. You see he's a fan. But,
Look at Baltimore.
hell yeah, man. Go team.
With the raven on her shoulder.
She had a crow.
That was great.
So the old man kind of leads you up a spiral staircase into this side of the house over now. The staircase leads up into a one singular door, and upon opening the door, you see a large room. It's circular in shape, and up towards the end of it by a window is a large canopied bed where sits a single man looking to be in the last of his days.
How do we approach this, Curtis?
Did you do your check?
Yeah, I guess let me go ahead and roll for
Arcana?
I'm trying to think if it would be probably an Arcana check, I imagine. We'll do an Arcana check, sure.
Okay, so you're going to approach him and use an Arcana check to try and determine if his sickness is magical in nature.
I thought they were just using that on the items in the house, like the room. Not on him.
Are you using it on the room or on the person? Trying to figure out what you're doing.
Well, I was gonna do one just to see if I could identify what that feeling was when I stepped into the house.
Oh,
For one.
that's sure. Yeah, roll you an Arcana check.
Yeah. 8. I see nothing.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue.
You
Alright.
build presents.
Alright, now we're in here. Can I do another one on the dude? Or is that... I don't know if I
Yeah,
could do
if you
like
want
a medicine check. Would a medicine check help?
You'd have to be able to touch him and all that, and you're not exactly his position.
Is the butler still present? I'm assuming he's like behind us.
Oh yeah, he's watching you at all times.
Alright, I'm going to... He's on his deathbed? Or he's on his bed? Laying
Yeah.
down?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to walk up to the bed and take a knee beside of him
Okay.
and ask what has happened to you or what's happening to you. You look. I'm assuming he looks sick or ill.
He looks like the life is being drained out of his body. His skin is kind of flapped against bone. It's pretty strange to look at.
Mm. I'm going to thank him for taking the time to see us. And once this is due, or I just want to ask him a few questions and offer if there's anything I can do to ease him or ease his pain or help him afterwards.
He says, he says, oh yeah, look, there's a real cough for you there. He says, I have seen physicians around the world. I have had diviners upon my house. Not a one could stop this. What are you here for?
Upon entering the town, we've heard children have gone missing, and we're trying to prevent this from happening. We're asking around to see if we can get information that may help us in our search to find what's going on and getting to the bottom of this.
He says, and I'm guessing you think my daughter has something to do with it?
I interject and say, that's not the case at all. We're just asking everyone who's around the age of the children that are missing.
Deception check.
I don't know that I would do that right now. It's like I don't want to
So-
deceive him.
I rolled an 18, and then I'm proficient in deception, so I add +5. Is that right?
If you have proficiency on the app, it will automatically calculate proficiency.
So yeah, +5.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
23.
Okay. He says, and still you find yourself at my front door, as all the others have.
Asking about his job. I think that's myself. I'll say that out loud.
Right?
Mm,
He says, as of yet, I have not allowed a single person to go and speak to my daughter. But you don't look like you're from town. And he sits up. You can see it's very labored. Every movement that he makes, it's hard for him to actually stand.
no.
He sits up in his bed, and he starts to stand, begins to fall and catches himself.
I'll put an arm under him.
Yeah, I do as well.
He stands up, he grabs his cane, he says, come with me. And he leads you into the house. He takes you to the opposite wing, where his daughter's room is.
Is the butler stands out as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He walks you over to a room, or a door to a room, and you see it's covered in little paintings and such. Give. Okay. No. Okay. He says, "This is my daughter's room. I will allow you to talk to her, but remember, all eyes are on you in this house." And he goes over to a bench near the room and he sits down.
Alright. I knock on the door. Or is it already open?
No, it's shut.
I'm going to gently knock on the door and ask if I can come in.
The butler walks over and he opens the door for you. And inside you see a little girl with raven black hair.
Just metagaming.
Yeah.
All those crow dolls and shit, they're fucking magically infused. That way they can see everything that's going on in the house. I can already tell.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. You see the little girl with raven black hair. She's sitting in the room and she's playing with some dolls. She looks up at you from across the room.
I walk over and introduce myself. I get down on my knees, so I'm kind of like saying similar height to her.
Yeah. She puts out her and says, "How do you do, sir?"
I'm doing well. How are you, Gilda?
She says, "I'm just fine. Are you here to play tea with me?"
If that's what you'd like, absolutely.
I will
She
join.
says, "Right. And you, sir?" And she reaches her hand out, and a hat from a corner of the room, there's like a little top hat, flies over and it lands on Curtis's head.
What?
And she says, "Here, have a seat." And you see just a little table with 4 small chairs in it. Definitely not size for adults.
I will walk up to the table and pull the chair out a little bit more and
Sit on the floor.
sit on it lightly. Or yeah, sit on the floor so I don't break it.
I'll squat over it, make it seem like I'm sitting in it.
Okay. Whenever you guys go and sit down, she says, "Okay, now what have you come here for?" Some fine gents like yourself, Sir Turtle, doesn't show up unless you're here on business.
She's very mature. 8 years old.
She's a noble's daughter.
That's true.
Still though.
We've been asking around town for information regarding children that have went missing. We went by
Avery.
yeah, we went by the
Talking about the
school.
one that we're on the quest for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the noble's daughter that came up missing.
What was the one that was born here today? Did you tell us her name?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
When was the last? Do you know a girl named Abria?
She says, "Yes, I know Abria. We used to go to school together." And whenever she says that, you get a wash over your body of just unexplainable fear. You're already getting kind of used to the creepy crawlies over your skin from the eyes watching you from every direction, but you just felt something that felt like it was about to tear you from the inside.
Is this girl possessed?
Yeah, we don't need to upset her at all.
No.
But she says, "Yeah, we used to go to school together, her and me. She wasn't very nice."
I want to inquire about what she did, but I don't want to recall memories that upset her.
Let's see. Alright, give me a second.
As you're sitting there thinking, she raises her hand, and the teacups and teapots start pouring themselves on the table.
I take my glass, keep it up,
Alright. I can just imagine Curtis's character trying to do it because he's got that fucking gator jaw. So he has to like open his mouth, pour it into the bottom jaw, and then close his mouth.
With pinky out the whole time.
Pinky out the whole time. And because of how fucking big his character's hands and shit have to be, he's like holding it by like 2 fingers.
Fingernail.
Yeah. Curtis, did you think we would be in a fucking demonic tea party this session?
Well, consider some of the other stuff that's happening. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't know what to do.
How was the other girl mean?
They like to throw rocks at me, call me names, say I'm the reason my mother's dead. They're not very nice, those girls.
That doesn't sound very nice. You seem like a well-mannered.
Of course not. Daddy says I'm his little angel.
If you want to take a step outside, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm not even needing to go back to school. That was not perfect. I fucking should have right.
Let's see. So, how do you do that with the tea glasses? It seems like a nice touch.
She looks up at you with her big eyes. You see the color of them. It almost seems magical in itself. They're a dark blue, but like a pearlescent sheen goes over them whenever she looks up at you. She says, "I was born with it."
Is there anything else special that you can do besides the movie?
She says, "Of course, but Daddy doesn't like me using magic in the house."
You don't have to use it, but just tell me about it. What other things can you do?
Well, I can make fire. I can throw things. I can turn things into other things. I can make smoke. I can make things talk. All kinds of stuff.
That's all I got.
She says, "I used to use that one a lot whenever I was real little because I don't have any friends at school. But here lately I finally made a new friend and he's really nice."
What's his name?
Who's your new friend?
Oh, there we go.
"Well, I just call him Mr. Frog."
Where did you meet Mr. Frog?
"I don't know, he just kind of showed up one day. We had a nice little tea party just like this. And then we were friends forever and ever. Can we be friends forever and ever?"
I'm gonna end with a stuffed crow.
I'm going to pat the girl on the head and say, of course, everyone deserves a fair. Everybody deserves to have friends.
Because Daddy says that Mr. Frog's my imaginary friend. He's not imaginary. How could he talk to me if he was?
Where is Mr. Frog? Do you know?
You know, I don't know. I haven't seen him today. He only comes at night.
Two and two
Did you
together.
see him a few days ago?
That's hard to say. It's been a little while. Give me a persuasion check.
14.
Okay. She says,
Oh, do I
"Mr.
give one
Frog
too?
is real nice, though. I just needed one. He brings me presents.
What kind of presents?
A little this, a little that.
Could you be a little more specific?
She says, "I don't know. Mr. Frog said that I shouldn't show it to people."
You don't have to show me. Just tell us.
Persuasion?
18.
Okay. She says, "Well, you seem nice. And your turtle friend looks real gently in his hat." And she walks
I need a
over.
picture of his character with the top on. Thank you. Whenever you get a chance.
She walks over to her bed, and underneath it, she pulls out a small box. And she brings it over to you and sets it on the table. And she goes, "There you go. Have a look."
Oh god.
Okay.
Open the box.
Look.
The moment you open the box, you're hit with a realization. There is a silver brooch matching the brooch that you saw in the little box at the other girl's house when you looked under her bed.
I knew that fucking jewelry box was important to inspect.
Is
I asked her.
Is there a way that we could meet?
Oh,
Is there a way that we could meet your friend at night?
at night.
She goes, well, I don't really know how to get a hold of him. He just kind of shows up when he wants to, and we have tea.
Set out.
The ne-
Does he come? I don't
so
know.
the next time that you have tea with Mr. Froggy, you can tell him about the big turtle man. Or the gently turtle man would like to talk with him.
Does he bring you a present every time he comes for tea?
Yes, that's really the only reason why he comes, I think. But I think it rude if you don't serve tea to a guest. And she smiles at you like she's all full of herself because she's an adult.
But she's innocent. Like she's not.
Is she innocent?
Well, I mean, she seems like
Yeah, she seems
blissfully
like-
ignorant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm gonna be hitting you with these Phil stories, man.
Is there...
god. What time is it in the game? I don't know.
About 4 in the evening.
Oh,
Alright, so I want to...
Oh,
I'm trying to consider my options here.
we're in pickle, Curtis.
It's like we could... Are you allowed out? You're not allowed out after dark, are you?
no. Daddy says I have to be in sleep on time every day.
I have another theory.
Does Mr. Frog ever come and wake you up?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. I have a feeling I know what's going on, but I'm debating on...
Can you describe what Mr. Frog looks like?
Well, he's a frog.
Is he bigger than normal, or is he just a small frog?
Well, he is a big frog. He's about as big as you. Little bigger.
Does he have any claws or talons?
Not that I've ever seen. He's a frog, silly.
You're not wrong. I am pretty sure.
Dragon. I think
Nah, I don't think
Dad
it's a
is
dragon.
sacrificing other children to keep himself alive.
I'm not wrong. I don't know.
Is there...
Is there anyone at school that's bullying you at the moment?
That
More particularly than the other one?
that mean little girl, Gwendolyn.
What has
Gosh.
she been doing?
And she's a right one. She keeps trying to hide my shoes. He was having an absolute fit. He was having an absolute fit just now. Oh, he'll learn.
It's just like the purpose.
That's on the cruise. I'm at all off. I don't know what to do.
Oh my god. It's like rabbit feet.
Could we be invited back to have tea with you and Mr. Froggy?
Oh, no visitors after dark, says the butler.
And why does the frog to go up?
Well, the frog just materializes in there because it's a shade. Or some, I think it's something that's either manipulating the girl or possessing her.
Wait, remember the shadows on the ship with me
Yeah.
and my curse.
Alright.
Ryan, you still in the world of living?
Maybe asleep.
Is it?
Ryan! Oh, Ryan.
We'll see.
Right.
It, it's not a question of
We'll be
if,
hopping off of this pretty soon.
if we take the bracelet, if we can convince the girl to give us the bracelet and take it back to them, then she'll get blamed for it. And I don't want the kid to get blamed for it. I want to talk to him. That brooch.
Well,
Do you-
there's other things in that pile too. The brooch is just sitting on top. There's 12 items sitting in the box. Everything from like little hair beads, hairpins, shoelaces.
Go for each item.
I'm not about to name random bullshit.
Well, it's just stuff from each kid that's been missing. I'm assuming 12 kids have gone missing.
Yes.
So there's no way we're gonna take one item and then lift the blame off her without proving that it's something else doing it.
I have Gary's word that it's shadows.
That would be the most hilarious trial.
I
Put a
called
bush
it a
on trial.
thing. Gary.
They uproot Gary and hang him in the streets.
Alright.
You fucking liar, Gary. You could have protected our daughter. You just stood by idly and watched.
I think they'd hang me instead of a bush, considering I would say I talk to the trees.
She's a witch.
No, I'm the Lorax.
You speak to, not for the trees.
Fucking
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay, well, it's...
No, I could just
do you know
around at night.
that this...
I mean, if I did, I could see what the fuck is happening.
Well, they're already staking out the other girl's house right now.
I mean, I could stay around.
It's... Do
Where
you...
did this fully grown tree come from? Right here in the middle of town, through a fucking cobble pathway.
Don't worry about it.
Would you like to prevent further people from going missing in the town?
You're asking that to the little girl?
Yes.
She says, well, I surely wouldn't want my vassals going missing. They may be mean, but they are my people.
that brooch belongs to another girl that was taken. But I don't believe that you did it because you don't seem like an evil person. Or you don't seem like a malicious person.
But Mr. Frog brought me that necklace.
Indeed. Indeed, he did.
I'm very curious about this Mr. Frog. I would like to meet him, but I don't know.
Is there a way that we could meet Mr. Frog?
Already asked her that.
He just comes and goes as he pleases.
Yeah.
He probably lives in town somewhere.
Alright.
When Mr. Frog comes to visit, does he just appear, or does he come through a window?
He comes to the window.
There you go. One of us needs to stay at Gwendolyn's house, and one of us needs to stay at her house.
I mean, me and Ryan are over at Gwendolyn's house.
Or what I would say is the next time that they have a tea party, you could tell her about me wanting to talk with him.
What if Mr. Frog was Jaguasha?
Well, this has been going on well before we got here. We just left Zagwasha.
Alright.
Jaguasha, the Shadow Ninja Turtle.
Where's the fucking sewers?
I would like to thank the girl for her time and say that the next time that you talk to Mr. Froggy, tell him that I would like to see him as well. Maybe we could be friends as well.
I bet you would. She smiles and she stands up to shake your hand.
I'll shake her hand. I'll shake her hand.
I bow respectfully.
Okay.
I'll shake her
Hey,
hand.
we already
Yeah.
drank her tea. If anything's gonna happen, we're fucked.
You say you're shaking her hand, Curtis?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Whenever you put your hand out, she grabs one of your fingers because, you know, tiny hands. She grabs one of your fingers, but the moment that she does, when you're looking at her, your vision kind of changes. You no longer see that you're in a room. You no longer see that you're shaking hands with a little girl. Around you, the room is completely wreathed in black flame. The house is burning to the ground, and you are standing face to face with a horned child with blood-red eyes, wearing a drapery of human flesh.
It's the girl.
She shakes your finger one time and lets go, and the vision goes back to normal. And she says, "I bid you adieu." Constitution check to not shit your pants.
Just shit your shell.
Shit your shell?
I crapped it! I crapped my shell!
I filled it.
Let's see. I got 12 plus 4. I got 16. No.
Okay.
Constitution, I got 16. No, 14, sorry.
You don't piss or shit in the little girl's floor.
Just a little dribble. It stays in the shell.
It's missed.
What the fuck?
I wonder if it's the little girl, but she may not, like, realize it. Like I said before, she might get possessed, but she
Yeah.
may not know it.
That's what I'm
In her
figuring.
sleep or something, she just
Yeah.
goes and does these things.
Yeah, or like when she's upset or something, like it happens.
It
Like,
takes over.
yeah.
Alright, so now it seems like the best bet is to wait for night to
Hey,
fall.
Let's go and form our party. We're
Yeah,
slowly coming
we
up
could
on
group
it.
back up.
What? Yeah, I think one of us is asleep, and this time it's not me.
They just open up the front door and they just see this dude just pass down the lawn behind like a tree.
Behind me, posing as a tree. Ryan,
Huh?
you awake?
Barely.
We're gonna call it. Did you catch any of that?
No.
Demon child.
Yeah, we'll go with demon.
Oh.
We don't really know that, but she touched Curtis and he saw a vision of a horned child
I
And he
know.
almost shit his
human
shell.
plaid coat.
Fun.
I really wish he would have shit his shell.
Can you really shoot
Marlon?
your shell? Is that even
Babe.
possible?
He's gonna get his
Would you like
face
to
stuck
find
to
out?
it.
Alright. Before we leave,
Why did you just pick him up? So funny from this angle.
can I offer a prayer to the family and the household? Just for a
Gonna
blessing
have to roll
of
another constitution check.
something to see if I can help the dad stay alive.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Try to pray.
So that sounds like a threat.
See what happens. You about to have a shell to shit in.
Yeah, give yourself a religion check for a prayer.
This is some fucking fake
4.
vampires.
Curious what mine would be if I did it. Like 12.
15 plus 4.
Fucking
I
My
got
intelligence is 8, yes. I told you I'm dumb as fuck.
a 19.
19 really? Okay, now give me a wisdom save.
Babe, look at this sad face. I don't know why she's sad.
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. You think in your head and you suddenly become inspired by your God. You're getting ready to give out an amazing, like, little prayer that would bring tears to the eyes of those who are in your clergy. But the
Please
moment
don't
you
speak.
try to open your little jaw, whatever the fuck you want to call turtle mouth,
Beak.
you find your tongue moving in
Beak.
strange directions that make zero sense to you. Every word that tries to come out of your mouth is horrible and completely wrong. You're not even making coherent words.
Is he having a stroke?
What language
Pretty
am I
much, yeah.
speaking?
He's doing mock stance.
Like,
He's
you're
just
thinking
English
everything, correctly, but every time you try to open your mouth to speak it, it's like getting fucking punched in the mouth without the pain.
That's, okay, so Curtis is having a stroke. There are infirm people here.
I think you're having a
Maybe
stroke.
we
We can
get
do
one for your internet
stroke
connection.
saving that.
It's moving at 1 pixel a second.
I know. Tyler's a picture.
I know.
Oh, is he back? Nope.
Fuck no.
Maybe not.
We were getting the fucking speaking spell treatment a second ago.
Here we were.
Shut the fuck up.
Ow.
Now you're still looking at me like I'm eating you. Oh wait, now you're touching your mic. Oh, there.
Tyler, you sound like tech support.
You know damn right.
Yeah, that.
It's like the fucking dude that redeemed the gift card codes he was given on the spam call. Amazing.
Sound like a base boosted telemarketer when you do that.
But hey, this is where we're going to call it. Ryan, basically what you missed, they went to the girl's house. They were talking to the little girl after getting permission from the dad. They found out that she has an imaginary friend, quote unquote, named Mr. Frog, that has been bringing her curios from the children that have been coming up missing.
Ah,
Could you use tracking spell on jewelry?
Because yeah, he had a
I don't know, could we tell the butler about the missing...
Hello?
Hey.
And then as they're about to leave, Curtis is about to shit his shell because he got a vision of a burning house and a demonic child shaking his finger at all the men they were in contact. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you heard the wails of the man in that process too. It was quite a sight.
I heard the wheels of the damn when my internet broke.
when I shut the bath.
I really want to say she either has a similar curse to mine or she's possessed. Or they don't have a daughter in the first place.
Yeah, that could work. She died
And-
years ago.
The daughter and died in childbirth with the mother, and the demon something else.
I think it's either a curse or she's not their actual child. Like
I think she's
They may
actually an alien.
they may have had a daughter at one point, but maybe the same kidnapping thing happened to her, and the demon took over.
You got some
That's
thought
fine.
into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
There's
It's a year on the story.
here's Curtis's face that froze when my internet died.
Amazing. That's just a normal Curtis face.
It really is.
Let's save that.
Alright.
Can we make that a server profile picture?
Oh hell yeah! Let me crop it some more.
Yo, hold
Actually,
on.
no.
Hold on.
Make it an emote.
Bro.
Oh,
Hold on. Here you go. I didn't fill this in. I need to screen share this. Oh, damn it. The file save name is Curtis.
yeah, because I saved it as Curtis on my computer.
Damn. It was gonna just automatically saved it as file name.
Curtis, you look like you're trying to drunkenly fish hook yourself and you missed your mouth.
You look like you're about to start, like, drunkenly splattering British dialect in my direction.
You look like you're about to start a mixtape.
Oh man, what is that shit that you used to watch, babe? Fucking, interpretive rap.
Oh yeah. I love that shit. I want to watch that now.
Alright, here's
Curtis,
a
you
crop.
look, you